How many times? It's a question whispered in fear and curiosity. We crave a clear rule. If I use a drug just once, am I safe? Is there a number that marks the line between use and addiction? Parents, friends, and those using substances all ask it, hoping for certainty in a chaotic situation. But addiction isn't about crossing a set threshold. It's a gradual personal process, different for everyone. Focusing on a number can be dangerously misleading, creating a false sense of security. The real questions are, why is someone using? What pain are they trying to soothe? What factors are at play? Understanding addiction means looking beyond counting doses. It's not a moral failure or a simple matter of arithmetic. It's a complex health issue shaped by unique circumstances. The idea of a magic number of uses before addiction is a myth. There's no universal threshold, no 3, 10, or 100 uses that applies to everyone. For some, a single use can trigger addiction. For others, it may take months or years. Relying on stories or searching for a safe number is like navigating a minefield blindfolded. Addiction is a process, not an event. The brain learns to rely on a drug for relief or pleasure, and this pattern can develop quickly or slowly. Instead of counting, focus on the individual, their genetics, mental health environment, and the drug itself. Every person's risk is unique. Understanding this complexity helps us move beyond the myth and toward real solutions. The question isn't how many times, but what's happening in this person's life. Addiction develops from a web of risk factors. The type of drug, how it's used, genetics, mental health, trauma, and environment all play a role. Fast-acting drugs like heroin or meth and methods like smoking or injecting increase risk. Genetics can make some more vulnerable, but it's not destiny. Mental health struggles and trauma often drive people to self-medicate. Environment, family, community support can either increase or reduce risk. Addiction is the result of these factors combining in unique ways for each person. To understand addiction, look inside the brain's reward system. Normally, dopamine rewards healthy behaviors. Drugs hijack this, flooding the brain with dopamine and creating intense euphoria. The brain learns to prioritize the drug above all else. With repeated use, the brain adapts, reducing natural dopamine and receptors, leading to tolerance. Everyday pleasures fade and the drug feels necessary just to feel normal. Dependence sets in. Stopping brings withdrawal and pain. At this point, using is less about getting high and more about avoiding suffering. The brain's survival system is rewired, making quitting incredibly hard. Addiction isn't about willpower. It's about a brain that's been changed. Recovery means helping the brain heal and relearn. Some drugs are especially addictive because of their effects on the brain. Opioids like heroin and fentanyl and stimulants like meth can trigger addiction after just a few uses, especially when injected or smoked. Nicotine is insidious, wiring itself into daily routines and making quitting tough. Cocaine, especially when smoked or injected, creates a powerful, short-lived high that drives repeated use. Even prescription drugs can be addictive if misused. Legality doesn't mean safety. The risk isn't just in the drug, but how and why it's used. Addiction is about patterns, not just quantity. Why someone uses a drug, whether to escape, cope, or self-medicate, matters more than how often. Addiction shrinks a person's world, making the drug the center of life. It's marked by loss of control and continued use despite harm. Two people can use the same amount, but only one may develop a problem based on their reasons and consequences. The key question: what happens when you use? Does it take over your life? Addiction is revealed in behavior and motivation, not just numbers. There's no magic number. Look for signs instead. Is substance use causing problems at work, school, or home? Are you preoccupied with using? Have you tried to cut back and failed? Withdrawal, secrecy, and neglecting important parts of life are red flags. Addiction is a medical condition, not a moral failing. Millions have recovered and found fulfilling lives. Shame and stigma keep people from seeking help, but reaching out is a sign of strength. Support is available. Doctors, therapists, support groups, and treatment centers. Recovery can start with a single conversation. Hope is real, and change is possible. A life beyond addiction is within reach. Follow us on TikTok at Recovery, Journey33, Instagram at Recovery, Journey33 and Recovery, Journey on Rumble for more contents like this. See you on the next one.